¿Qué tal, amigos? Estamos en las Garza Aventuras y ahora vinimos a un lugar para ver elefantes. A ver si es cierto, dicen que los puedes bañar y todo, pero vamos a ver qué tal, a ver qué pasa, si podemos ver algunos elefantes. A ver.
¿Qué tal, amigos?
¿Qué tal, amigos? ¿Cómo están? Estamos en las Garza Aventuras y ahora estamos en Fredinsburg, Texas. Y nos dijeron que por aquí hay unos elefantes que los puedes bañar y vamos a ver si es cierto. ¿Tú crees, Camila? ¿Que se puedan bañar? Bueno, acompáñenos a vernos. Acompáñenos a verlo. Bye. No sé.
¿Qué tal, amigos?
¿Qué tal, amigos? ¿Cómo están? Aquí estamos en las Garza Aventuras, ahora en Fredinsburg, Texas. Vamos a ver, nos dijeron que podíamos ver unos elefantes y los podíamos bañar. Vamos a ver si es cierto. Vamos a ver, Camila.
Elefante.
Acompáñenos a verlo. ¿Qué tal, amigos? Estamos en las Garza Aventuras y la tarde de hoy estamos en Fredinsburg, Texas y nos dijeron que podemos bañar unos elefantes. Vamos a ver si es cierto, ¿va? Y ahorita estamos en The Preserve. The Preserve se llama el lugar y mira, se llama The Preserve. Vamos a ver. Mira. The Preserve. Estamos en The Preserve. Oh, mira un elefante gigante. Así que lo vamos a ver. Mira. Un elefante se columpiaba sobre la tela de una araña, como veía que desistía, fueron a llamar a otro elefante. Una araña columpiada. Ah, mira, ahí te acomodan, señor. The explanation? What is that?
This is part of the elephant's tooth.
Oh.
Yeah. Would you like to feel it?
¿Qué ves? Oh.
You feel how smooth that is right
Smooth?
there?
A ver, duele.
So this is a really old elephant tooth. A new tooth would be really thick right there to grind up all that hay that they eat.
Oh.
And then a full-size tooth would be around the size of a brick.
Oh.
So this is just a small fragment.
Oh, a small fragment? Is it?
And then elephants will actually go through 6 sets of teeth throughout their entire life. So unlike us, we have 2 sets. Elephants go through 6 sets.
6, eh? 6? Oh.
And then how they lose their teeth is they'll form a new tooth in the back and they'll push out the old tooth. Something called marching molars. So unlike us, we go top down. Elephants go back forward.
Oh, new teeth?
Incredible. Well, there's actually a difference between Asian elephants and African elephants in their teeth. See this oval shape in here? So that would be an Asian elephant. An African elephant would have a figure 8 or a diamond shape in there.
Vamos por el stand para poder grabar mejor. Miren, estaba viendo que también hay jirafas por allá. Ven unas jirafas. Está bonito.
My name is Adrian, and I'm here to get y'all's experience started. Today, everyone here is going to meet the smartest, the sweetest, the absolutely most amazing Asian elephants in the entire world. Well, I can be just a tad bit biased when I say that, but I bet at the end of this experience, you'll agree with me. Our goal here today is for everyone to go home with a trunk full of elephant wisdom. Oh, tough crowd. Okay, no worries. I got plenty more where that came from. Our Asian elephants are ambassadors for their wild counterparts. The more people know about Asian elephants, the more likely they are to care about what happens to these endangered species. There are only about 35,000 Asian elephants left in the entire world. Now, conservation has different meanings for African and Asian elephants. As we all know, berries. You guys think we could try that? Come on, you guys.
Tiene que saber el name de cada uno.
Great. You guys ready to meet these elephants?
Yes.
If you guys take a look up on that hill, you might just get a sneak peek.
Ah, viene. ¿Ya viste, Camila? ¿Ya?
It's amazing up there,
¿Ya
y'all.
lo viste?
But don't get too excited. They're gonna come and join us right here in just a moment.
Oh, mira.
But as they make that walk, you'll happen to notice how they're walking. They're holding
Agarrado de la
on to each
nariz.
other trunk to tail. Now, first things first, that's adorable, isn't it? Now, as they get a little bit closer, you're starting to notice they're a bit different from one another. Some are a bit taller, others are a bit shorter, and then even a bit rounder. As this first elephant comes in line, you'll start to notice that she has a little bit of a peachy pink coloring on her face, on her trunk, and even on the bottom of her ears. Now, this is due to a lack of pigmentation in their skin. It is perfectly normal and natural. In fact, it is a specific characteristic to the Asian elephant. And as all three of our girls get a little closer, you start to notice that they all have their own individual markings. And this will really help you guys tell them apart while during this experience. Now, as they make that grand entrance, I know everyone here can see them, but can y'all hear them?
No.
No, right? Despite that massive size, they're basically elephant ninjas.
Ay, no sé
During
el
this
video.
experience, I'd like to
Ninja.
explain to you the anatomy of that foot and how they can step so quietly like that. But on top of that hill, I know they look just amazing, but don't they look even more beautiful and up close? Now you guys can see that golden silhouette. Their hair and all that.
Oh.
Oh, well, hello, ladies. Back to exercise. These girls are going to get us started with their favorite stretch, the downward facing elephant. These girls got a great cardio workout down that hill. Now it's time to get them all stretched out to keep those muscles nice and limber. Everything y'all see these girls do here today is a daily part of their routine. They do these exercises every single day to keep them fit and healthy. Now, let's get to know these girls on a more individual level, shall we? Up first, we have Kitty. Kitty is 57 years old, and she has been with our family for 34 years. And y'all can tell Kitty apart by her beautiful, luxurious, and even golden ear hair. Looks pretty good on her, doesn't it? I can't compliment on anyone's ear hair, nor pull it off myself, but Kitty can really make it work. Up next, we have Rosie. Rosie is 40 years old, and she has been with our family for 30 years. And Rosie is our resident chatterbox. She always has something to say, except right now. You guys just stay quiet. But if y'all hear any elephant chatter along this experience, there's a good chances for Miss Rosie. Now, last but not least, we have little Miss Becky. Becky is our youngest elephant at 37 years old. She has also been with our family for 30 years. And I say she is the youngest, and y'all can probably tell she is the smallest. But these two factors don't go together at all. She is fully grown. She just happens to have that petite figure for an elephant athlete. Now, speaking of Becky, she's going to get us started with a little bit of elephant artwork with the help of Katie and Joanne. Now, before any elephant artist can start their art project, the most important thing to do is to wash your trunk. And oh my gosh, Becky, that was a good walk before we got started today. So once Becky's all cleaned up, Katie's going to apply a smooth and even coating on the outside of Becky's trunk. And let's try not to get so much on Miss Joanne.
Yes. We'll see how it goes.
So once Becky's ready to go, Katie's going to apply her finger on the tip of Rosie's finger. And yes, the tip of an elephant's trunk is called a finger. They're going to place the trunk onto the canvas, and with a little bit of razzle-dazzle, we get a beautiful elephant smooch. How did she do, everyone? Amazing. So now we have a fabulous elephant artist who needs to get all washed up. Would y'all like to join us for an elephant bath? Yes? Yeah. Great. I need everyone to stand up and follow Becky.
Vamos con Becky, corre. Vamos. Sombrero, vamos con Becky, dale, yo quiero bañarlo. Wow, está bien bonito. Corre.
Kaya me gusta caer.
Ándale.
Y aquí me aquí. Ahí aquí.
Ay, vamos a bañar elefantes. Oh, sí.
Spread out to either side. We just ask everyone to stay a little ways back from the wash station for us. On over, friends. Excellent. And you can come a little bit forward if you'd like.
I think. Oh,
There.
thank you.
You're good. You're good. Come on over, everyone. Excellent. How's everyone doing this afternoon? Well, have y'all take some steps back for me on this side, if you would please. Excellent. Thank you so much.
Mira cómo está bañando.
Welcome again, everyone. We are very excited to have y'all with us today. Now, there
Yeah.
are a few things that I would love for you to pay attention to as Joanne gets started with Miss Becky's bath.
Oh.
Notice how easily Becky responds to the different cues that Joanne is giving her. I'm sure y'all noticed this, but it's really important. We're going to start us out on the same page, okay? Is everybody ready?
Yes.
Elephants are big.
Cuidado con eso.
Actually, they're kind of huge. You know, elephants are so big, we need their help to take care of them. If you think about it, a horse is also a big animal, but if you wanted to look at the bottom of a horse's foot, you can physically pick that foot up and look at the bottom of it. There's no way to pick up an elephant's foot without
Ay,
help.
pompota.
Elephants need to be active participants in their own care. Everything from picking up a foot to lowering a head, maneuvering their bodies in different positions and ways. All of these things allow us to have access to all of their pieces and parts, which in turn allows us to provide them with excellent care every single day.
Oh.
A really big part of our daily care routine is
mira.
exercise. Y'all saw that trunk to tail
Ay.
behavior. That's how we put in that great cardio
Ay.
workout. Strength training is
Ay.
also really important.
Oh.
And with elephants, the natural
Mira.
thing for that's going to be
Mira.
body weight resistance exercise. Becky weighs in at right around 6,300 pounds. So
Oh.
something normal and everyday like laying down can turn into a pretty amazing full body workout. Stretching is also important to include, and stretching helps us help the elephants maintain range of motion and flexibility. Now I know watching Becky lay down was pretty impressive, but watching her get back up, even cooler. That's the rinse cycle. You're going to want to come back for that. And you know, folks, this position is so comfortable for elephants. They'll sleep laying down like this all on their own for quite some time. I am going to talk a little bit more about exercise in just a moment, but first I'm going to tell y'all how you are going to help us give Miss Becky her bath.
Okay.
You're going to be able to come up in your own family groups. When you do that, you can hand us your phones and cameras. We will be very happy to take pictures for you.
Yeah.
We have some scrub brushes over here, so you get to scrub on Becky anywhere from her neck right here all the way down her back to the
Neck to the
base
back.
of her tail on this side. We just ask everybody to please stay to the back side of Miss Becky. Getting scrubbed on her back is indeed one of her favorites. Everybody's going to get a chance. We're just going to start on this end over here, then we'll work through everyone.
Sí, ahí sí le puedes tocar el pelo si quieres. Okay, thank you. Better view. Yeah. Wow. Thank you. He's very cute. Look at this. Thank you. Okay, everyone give me a big smile over here. Say cheese. Perfect, I got you guys.
If not more.
Can we take two at home?
Sign up for dogs, sometimes they're just like ornery.
Hi.
And there's
Hi, what's your name?
Becky.
Becky. Bye, Becky. Thank you. Bye, Becky. Oh, está padre, bañar un elefantito. ¿Haz de cuenta que es como me baño yo igual? La misma panza. Ah, hand sanitizer. Ah, hand sanitizer. Está más limpio el elefante que yo. Se baña mucho. Se baña más veces que yo el elefante. Vamos a decir eso. Ay, vamos a ver. Ay, no, bueno.
Hay toalla.
¿Hay toallas? Aquí.
Oh, ya estoy.
Ya. Qué bonito. Beautiful. Okay, okay. This one. Ah, no, con el tuyo, tuyo. Mejor el tuyo. Mejor el tuyo.
Yes, you can.
Very
Here, let me get one more of you kisses just to make sure I got it. There we go. Okay. Now you got some options.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Hi guys, give Rosie a pat.
Bueno, si ya no quiere vivir con su tía la comelona, permítame ayudar.
There we go. Okay, you guys take a look up here and smile. Oh, you hear her talking? You can wrap your arm around her trunk. Yeah. There we go. Take a look up here, smile. Gotta fix that hair, I understand. Perfect. Hey, sweetheart, start us off one by yourself, okay? Yeah, one by yourself.
How about you?
Yeah, and you two will come on.
Okay, pull in.
Step up, give her a little pet. Yeah, there we go. Big smile. Perfect. Good job. Okay, Mom, one by yourself now.
Where she stands back up. You want to go see her stand back up?
Very nice.
Can you take me like a video?
Yeah.
Show me. Oh, okay. I'll give you that. Que recuerde, si ya no quiere vivir con su amiga la gordota, permítame ayudarle. Thank you.
Yeah?
Thank you. Gracias. Thank you. Thank you.
Está gordo.
Ay, no, la gordota de la comelona. Bueno, ya sé. Ay, no, ya no sé. No era como. Estaba muy padre, es que me emocioné. Oye, ¿lo pudimos tocar, Cami, viste? Ay, qué padre. Ay, no, es que me puse nervioso. Mira, están bañando. Ay, mira. Hey.
You'll notice how graceful she is. We're kind of like a giant elephant.
¿Se te puede decir, ves, Cami?
Downward
Acércate,
facing
¿te puedes acercar un
tree
poco acá?
poses, warrior poses, our basic poses. No different than our own yoga practice. When we work on the basics, what we're doing is building a foundation so that eventually we might be able to accomplish the more advanced positions.
Oh, no.
But you gotta practice, my friends.
Ah, mira. Wow. ¿Cómo?
See how easy that is.
Mira, mira.
How
Ah.
smooth the transitions are.
Mira, Camila, mira. Ah. Mira, Camila.
Becky, Rosie,
Mira.
Kitty, all of these girls are provided with those daily opportunities to stay fit, active, and healthy.
Wow.
Now, Becky did a phenomenal job, but I have to give you all some credit helping with that spa exfoliation treatment. Y'all did fantastic.
Ah, bravo.
Really, Becky agrees. You did great.
Yeah.
Now, folks, what do y'all say to this? Should we keep spa day going? Of course we should. We're going to head right up that way to Mr. Blake.
Vamos para acá.
Giant Elephant Nail Salon.
Vamos para acá, Camila.
Petty, we're going to talk.
Vamos, vamos. Ya al salón. Mira. Pero para acá. Mira, acá está el otro acá. Mira. ¿Ves, David?
Creo que es así.
¿Qué iba a hacer el show? ¿O para acá? No sé. ¿O aquí? ¿O aquí van a hacer o acá? ¿O aquí? Ah, se me hace que es acá, Cami. Mira, mira, a ver.
Elephants are big animals. In fact, they're the largest land mammal. That means there's nothing larger than an elephant to walk. They have developed some pre-grubble structures that are carrying all that elephant. Now we'll take a look at this foot model. I will turn it so you can see. You'll notice on the back right here, there's this big cushion. Everyone see that big cushion right there?
Mira, Cami.
And then
Oh.
up front is the toe bone. See the toe bones right there?
Yeah.
Mira, Cami.
So as you see in the model, the cushion sits right underneath. The toe bones sit right on top.
Oh.
So when an elephant steps their foot down, that cushion expands. When they take their foot up, it contracts.
Mhm.
This acts as a giant shock absorber as the elephant is walking. You can think of elephants having the world's best, most well-designed walking shoes ever created, and everything comes pre-installed. On the outside of the elephant's foot, we have the toenails up front. The bottom is a thick callus pad, similar to the sole you shoe. The toenails and the foot pad will continue to grow throughout the elephant's life, just like our nails do. In the wild, they'll keep all that worn down by walking and digging, and search for food and water, sometimes traveling up to 40 miles in one day in extreme conditions. When we get elephants into our care, it is our responsibility to ensure the best possible care. A great example of this is foot care. Now let's take a little closer look on how we take care of those ginormous feet. Don't come up right where I am again. Make sure you all spread out along the sides.
Okay.
Right here's perfect.
¿Me quedan las uñas?
And then I'll hand you off to Christian.
Thank you. Well, hello everybody.
Oh, that was
Hello. How was bath time? Good. Excellent. Excellent. Well, bath time is something that we do for all of our elephants every single day as part of their daily care routine. And over here, we'll talk a little bit about foot care, and that's something that we do once a month for these guys. Now, are any of you familiar with horses? General, okay, so quite a few of you guys. Hello, Rosie. Well, very similar to a horse, regular foot care combined with daily exercise is extremely important for the well-being of these guys. And we actually use a lot of the same tools you would use on a horse's foot on the elephant's feet. So the first tool that we have is a rasp, basically a giant nail file. Works great on the horse's hooves. It also works really well on the elephant's feet. We can use it on their toenails, their cuticles around their toenails, or even the bottom of their foot on that pad if we need to. Our next tool is a pair of nippers. And you use these to trim the actual hoof on the horse's foot. We use them mostly to trim the cuticles around the elephant's toenails because they do grow out, and sometimes they can get something similar to us having a hangnail on our hand. So we can take these and just trim that off, and then we would go back over with the rasp and smooth it all out. Our third tool is another horse tool. This one's a hoof knife. You use this to trim the center part on the bottom of the horse's foot or the sole of their foot. We actually take this and we can use it to get in between the elephant's toenails to trim away any dead skin or excess cuticle that's there. Because when they're walking, their toenails, they do move quite a bit. So to allow for that movement, we can take this tool, trim away that dead skin, and that's just going to open up that space a little bit, make it a little bit easier on them. And the last one. Now this one's a little bit more of a specialty tool, and you don't use it on a horse's foot, but it's a draw knife. And a woodworker uses this to take thin shavings of wood from a project that they're working on. We use it in a very similar way, but on the bottom of the elephant's feet to take thin layers of pad if we need to. And like Blake mentioned over there, the bottom of their foot, it's just a thick callus pad, and it does continue to grow out and regenerate. So if it becomes overgrown, we'll grab our draw knife, take a thin layer of that off, and then we would go back over with the rasp and smooth it all out. So, what we'll do next is we'll actually bring these guys up, and we'll show you how we use the rasp on their foot.
Ya, ay, pues, mira.
Hey.
Ay.
So the first thing that I like to point out is, unlike a horse, the elephants, they come up and they prop up their own feet for us, which is so greatly appreciated when it comes time to doing their feet. And when we start, we'll start here on their cuticles around their toenails. They grow down, but we want to keep them up off of the nail. So we'll take our rasp and just file in an upward motion all the way around her nail. And as we're doing this, at the same time, we're also working on maintaining that nice rounded shape that they have. So we're rounding them and bringing them up all the way around her nail. And then we can actually take the edge and use that to get in between her toes, filing that down, and that's also going to help open up that space for her. Then we'll lay it flat and file down the whole thing. So once we have her cuticles taken care of, that's when you can move on to the nail itself. And with the horse's hooves, you would just use those nippers I showed you guys earlier and trim them. The elephant's toenails are a little bit too big,
So there's no tool we can come up and just clip their nails. So we use the rasp, and we file from the bottom. That's how we're going to do all of the trimming. But as we're doing this, we really do need to pay close attention, because just like all of us here, they all walk very differently from one another. So they're going to acquire different wear patterns on the bottom of their feet. And if she were to have one nail that's a lot longer than the rest, that nail is going to end up taking a majority of the weight, the pressure from her walking, which will cause irritation up in her foot and sometimes can actually cause that nail to split. So we want to be sure we get them all nice and even. And the last thing, once we have the right length, we actually go back and we shape the nails. And we want them all to be nice and rounded, nice and smooth. So we use the smoother side and just go over all the edges, rounding them out. And we'll do the face of the nail a little bit to get that nice and smooth. And when we have the right length and the right shape, we're ready to move on to the next nail, and so on and so forth. Now that was a very shortened version of taking care of your elephant's feet. It typically takes us an hour and a half or so to finish all 4 feet, but once they're done, they're good to go for another month.
Now, up next, the elephants are going to turn around and prop their feet up, and you can actually feel the bottom of their feet. When you're up here, make sure you get that cushion, a really good cushion. I've got on my left right here. I've got
I know. I know.
get those feet brushed off really quick for y'all. And then y'all can come riding up and feel their feet.
Lo ponen. ¿Lo puedes tocar? ¿No lo puedes tocar? Solo tocar. Solo tocarlo, para que veas cómo se siente un elefante. Sí. Ay. ¿Cómo se siente? ¿Qué pasa? ¿Nos toman una foto tocando el pie?
And then up next, we'll be going back to that first pavilion. In the back, there is a tub of water. Feel free to help yourself.
Yeah, that's what keeps 9,000 pounds walking around.
Vamos a sacar la patita. Que nos tomen esto. Una foto. Creo que nos tomen una foto. ¿Ves la patita?
Yeah. Yeah.
Tócala.
Well, there's a line, honey. Yeah, we got. Give it a feel. Give it a
Ah, tócala. ¿Cómo se siente? Ok. ¿Y te queda pecho?
Yeah.
Let me see. Tócale la patita.
Get a little booty in there. Smile. Gotcha.
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you.
You're welcome.
Wow. Sí. Oh. Ah, no, se limpió bien los pies, vamos.
Está limpia.
Está limpia, la bañan mucho y la limpian mucho. Vamos a ver, ahora sigue otro. Oye, ya nos van a ver otro lugar. Oye, ¿qué? Vamos al lugar a ver si encontramos cerquita, ya nos movimos. Oh. Vamos a ver el show. A lo mejor al último nos podemos tomar otra foto con... O ya nos tomamos foto como quieran.
Sí.
O sea, sí. Vamos a sentarnos ahí cerquita, agarrar un lugar cerquita. Que viene lo bueno, agárrase ahí. Corre. Sí, 3 lugares ahí. Dale, cámara. Acá. Aquí. Mira, vente para ahí. Dale.
Most popular one being, well, how do you train an elephant? Your fancy pants terminology is operant conditioning. And a part of that is positive reinforcement. You all help us out by giving the ladies a big round of applause. They know that means they're doing a fantastic job. Okay, everyone, pop quiz. You knew this was coming. Which elephant is to my right?
Ay, ¿quién es?
That is Becky. Very nice.
Becky.
What about this big girl to my left? That is Kitty. Making all
Kitty.
sorts of noises. Huh? Oh.
Ay, 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 ay. Yo estoy diciendo que sí.
Becky and Kitty are going to be showing us some of the differences between African and Asian elephants. What's one of the main differences that most everyone knows about? Ears. Their ears.
Las orejas
Asian elephants
son diferentes.
have those smaller ears.
Son las smaller las
African
orejas.
elephants
Uy.
have the much larger ears.
Uy.
Take a look at this model that Blake is holding up to you guys. You'll see just how
Ay,
much
¿y las orejas diferentes?
Asian elephant ears are compared to the larger
Oh,
African.
me decir las orejas. Ah.
And if you take a closer look at the shape of that African elephant, it almost kind of looks like the continent of Africa.
Africa.
It's a built-in sheep.
Oh, esa es la...
The tops of their heads are different. Asian elephants, they have a
La
duck
pieza
dome.
es la oreja también en África.
¿De África? Oh.
African elephants have a single dome,
Oye,
one bone right in the middle. The shapes of the elephants are different.
parece que están posando, ¿no?
Beautiful, rounded back. African elephants have a
Bien
hip.
entrenadito, mira la piernilla.
Now let's
Oh,
count
mira.
those
Ah.
toenails, shall we? On the front foot, we have got 1,
Ay, no sé.
3, 4, 5. We have 5 on the front foot. Now let's count those on the back, shall we? Just to
Ay.
make sure. I want everyone to count with me this
Ay,
time. We have
cuenta.
got 1,
1,
2,
3, 4.
5.
Oh, only 4.
Ay.
5 on the front and 4 on the back.
Oh.
African elephants have 1 more toenail on both
Ay,
their
qué bien.
front and back.
Oh.
The ends of their trunks
Ah,
are
mira.
different. You remember from earlier, Becky's
Ay, mira.
little art lesson, we learned that Asian elephants
Ay.
have that handy dandy little finger on the tip of their trunk. You
Ay.
know that move?
Ay.
On the
Mira que
bottom
bien
is a thick
Ay.
fleshy pad,
Ay.
kind of similar to the base of your own hand.
Oh.
African elephants have
Yeah.
2 fingers. They have one on top and one on bottom,
Ay.
and they use their trunks a little bit more like pinchers. Now, I do hope everyone out there is aware of this, but technically speaking, it is considered rude to go around looking up people's noses.
Ay.
It's usually how it
Ay.
goes. But there is an exception.
Oye,
And that
¿no
is
permíteme
people
ayudarle
who
con la
are
mano?
the preserve. And
Con
the
la
nose you're
mano,
looking
con la-
up just so happens to belong to all of them.
Permítame
In
ayudarle.
which this case, we encourage it. Take a look
Mira,
at the
permítame.
elephant's noses.
Ay.
You'll see that they have those 2 pretty big nostrils up there, and
Uy.
no, that is not
Mira
a
que bien te
difference
hago.
between the African and Asian elephant. That, my friends, is just a giant nose staring at you. So you might as well stare back. Now, these are just some of the many differences between African and Asian elephants. My question for you all out there is why? Why do you think there are so many differences between them?
No te olvides, será. Ay,
Ooh, environments, okay. Starting off with environments, what other guesses?
ay. Ay, mira. Ah.
We're all feeling very confident in environments, okay. You know, we get answered. You're brainstorming up here?
Oh, I could be.
You could be.
Yeah.
I-
Adaptation, there you go.
Oh, adaptations, there we go. Throwing that out there too. So we get lots of answers like adaptations and environments, you know, their diet. But when you ask the why, you have to dig just a little bit deeper and dive into genetics. You see, Asian elephants are more closely related to mammoths, while African elephants are more closely related to mastodons, even than they are to each other. They are 2 completely different species.
Ay.
So different in fact, they can't
Ay,
even
se
breed.
rasga.
That means every little thing you see on one of our
Ay, da miedo.
beautiful Asian elephants is going to look just slightly different on an African elephant. I mean, isn't that just fascinating?
Oh yeah.
Oh, come on.
Permítame
This is
ayudarle.
like the coolest elephant fact ever.
Ay.
I have now blessed you with that knowledge. So you all can use that to some of your friends on trivia night. So you're welcome.
Uy, uy, uy. Ay.
Now we just established that the elephants, they are big animals, which means
Mira, güey.
they have
Ah,
a big
mira los dientes, lo que
mouth.
agarraste ahorita. Los
Take a
dientes.
look inside the elephant.
Ay, no.
You'll see they have four
Mira.
massive
Eso es lo que tocaste.
molars in there. 2 on the top and 2 on the bottom. Each one of those holders is about the size of a
Mira,
brick.
¿son esos?
And they go through 6 sets of those
Ay,
teeth
no.
throughout their
Ay, no, eso
entire
es verdad.
lifetime.
Ay,
As you're looking in there,
me da miedo,
you
no,
may
estando
also
así tan
see that
cerquita.
the elephants have this teeth slide.
Ay, mira.
Squishy little
Ay, los dientes.
Watch how that works with that carrot. The carrot completely
Ay, ¿dónde son los dientes?
It's like a magic.
La carro.
An elephant's
Mira, mira. Ah, mira.
They have a special ball
Ay.
that helps hold onto that food and roll it back to where the teeth are, so they can chew it up. Elephants are eating about 150 to 200 pounds of food per elephant per day. They are strict,
¿A qué son niñas?
which
Un
means all they're
elefante.
eating is
Muy
plant
sexy.
matter. And they're only digesting about 60% of what they eat.
¿Lo comió uno?
Which means a little bit of quick math is going to tell us that 40% is coming out the other end. And when it comes out in a very convenient package because you have your seeds and your fertilizer together. It's quite handy. So as wild elephants are walking through their migration routes, they are dropping these little packages, while the rest of the herd walks on through and plants the seeds. This helps move the plants around. It's a great system. The problem is, elephants aren't migrating the same ways that they used to. They're being forced into these smaller and smaller little pockets. This means the plants aren't moving around the same ways they once were. Now obviously, it's bad for the elephants. It's bad for the plants. But it's also bad for all the other species that rely on those plants for survival. Elephants are a keystone species, which means if we protect and conserve elephants,
Ay.
we protect and conserve a whole bunch of other species. The International Elephant Foundation works closely with a lot of other conservation groups exactly for that reason. Elephants are amazing animals, and they deserve to be protected just because they are edible. But we also need to protect elephants because they are so important to the health of our planet. Take a look at those creatures. They are impressive. They eat with them. They drink with them. They breathe with them. They communicate with them. What can't they do with those trunks? How many muscles do you all think are in that trunk?
Mira. Oh.
What numbers? I'm hearing mumblings. I want some numbers. 8,000. He's starting off pretty high at 8,000. Okay. I have 8,000. Any other numbers?
928.
50. Okay. 900 over here.
928.
928. Very specific. You know something. Did someone say 9? 12. Okay. Did someone say 1? One big. So my 1 and my 9,000, they're sitting right next to each other. Very much
800?
Okay.
Yo digo que
So,
20.
my range as of right now, with all those other numbers in there, is 1 to 9,000. It's quite the range. It's quite the range. We all feeling confident that it's got to be somewhere between 1 and 9,000? Yeah. We got a ways to go, people. We got a ways to go. You know what? I'm going to tell you this wild number. But before I do, I really need you to brace yourself. I think you're ready. I need you to hold on to your seat. Hold the hand of the person you're sitting next to. If you don't know them, introduce yourself, make some new friends. There are over 100,000 muscle units in the elephant's trunk
100,000.
alone, just in their trunk. That lets them do
La trompa
incredible
100,000
things. They can pick up
músculos, ¿no?
just a single blade of grass. They can pick a dime up off of a flat surface. I can't do that half the time. They can pick up the stems of these beautiful flowers. Take a look at Kitty over there. And now Becky over here. For me? Oh, did you see that? Oh, I just got a rose from Becky. Aren't they just the sweetest? Sharing. Lame. I guess Kitty gave it to you, you gave it to Adrian. We're all sharing. Okay, yes. I'm not good enough, I know. Well, we've established that the elephants can pick up something small. But have you seen those videos of those huge male elephants? I mean, 16,000 pounds. And they're picking up trees and logs, and they're just sort of flinging them around like they're little old kids. Do you all think that a delicate, even petite little flower of an elephant, like little Miss Becky over here, do you think she can pick up something massive and huge like a tree?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
I'd say we're feeling pretty confident. Okay, I was gonna say we're feeling pretty confident, but I have a naysayer in the crowd there. Our very own Miss Joanne.
Prove it.
You know what? We ought to prove that you were. Let's go pick up a tree.
I don't have one though.
You don't have.
I don't have a tree.
Christian, any trees on you? No, you're fresh out? Fresh out. Well, we could use something else that's dense.
Dense, compact. You know, I have a sapling-like thing that might work best.
A sapling and it's dense?
It's very dense.
I think that'll work. Let's bring out the sapling.
Hey Blake, come here.
I see you're going to be our little sapling.
She lost her confidence. Probably get the kitty over there.
Kitty! She wants to support your friend. What about that, Larry? Becky's confidence not doing so well, you know. No negative Nelly over here, and our one naysayer in the crowd. You know what? I think we can help Becky out. I think if we all band together and let her know that she can pick up Mr. Blake, I think that's going to help her confidence. So come on, everyone. Let Becky know that she can pick up.
Oye, de volada, ¿no? Qué fuerte.
Mr. Blake, before you walk on, I think we would all like to know. How was that?
You know, when I was up there, I asked Becky for a joke, but she let me down.
Come on.
No. Try, Blake. Why don't we even bother asking? Why don't we even bother? You know, Adrian tried helping you out with a round of applause, but thankfully no one joined in. I really appreciate that. You don't appreciate that, here. We're going to move on. Have we at all talked about exercise today?
Yes.
Yes.
We mostly focus on physical exercise, but let's really touch upon physical exercise. Elephants are extremely intelligent animals, so we challenge ourselves to come up with new and exciting ways to help stimulate the elephant's minds and engage that problem-solving center of brain. Exercises like these, they are great one-on-one time spent with the trainer. They're also a fantastic coordination workout. And those coordination workouts, they are paying off, folks. The elephants will always catch the sticks as long as the people throw them right, which today, Christian and Kitty, very nicely done. You survived this time. But most of the credit does go to Kitty and Becky. Very nicely done. I know there's at least a few of you out there, but who here today is celebrating their birthday with us? If you are celebrating your birthday, I need you to stand up. Come on now, stand up. They're pointing at someone back there. So I got. Whose birthday is it?
You just had a birthday. My birthday is coming up.
Well, both of you stand up. Both of you. Come on. It doesn't have to be today as long as you celebrate. That's what matters. Okay. So I have a birthday up here, a birthday back there, birthday. I got two birthdays back there. I have a birthday. Oh, and you're not standing up. You better get out of that seat. There we go. Okay, birthday. Is there mumbling over here? So for all of my birthday friends, I have a very important question for all of you. I really need you to think about your answer. Have any of you ever had 2 elephants play happy birthday for you on the harmonica. While an entire audience of elephant fanatics, which is the rest of you out there, sings happy birthday. Let's start here. Have you ever had that happen? No? What about back then? No? Over there? No? How about you, sir? Just once? Oh, you can sit down. What about you, ma'am? No? Up here in front? No? You ever had that happen? She really thought about that. I find this utterly shocking. But you know what? I'm very happy that you all are here celebrating with us because, would you believe it? I just so happen to have 2 professional elephant harmonica players in the house. But I need to make sure I have an entire audience of elephant fanatics who are going to help sing, right? Yeah! Woo. That was weak. You guys are going to help, right?
Yeah! Mira, Mónica. Ajá. Oh. La regreso. Ah, era gracias.
That was beautiful. Well, happy birthday, everybody. Thank you for spending your special day here with us at the preserve. We do hope you have a wonderful rest of your day. But let's be honest, it's probably not going to get much better than 2 elephants playing happy birthday for you on the harmonica now, is it? A little bit more about that harmonica behavior. It's actually extremely beneficial to the elephants. See, our elephants, they're trained to blow through their trunks, so we can collect samples for veterinary analysis to check out make sure they're nice and healthy. Now, when training them today, they're all based on programming and mental and physical. And now Kitty's getting us warmed up with some stretches and Kitty's warming up is extremely important anytime she works. So I'm going to let her take it away. We are on my first roll there.
Nice catch. Yo quiero.
Take a look at this next one. Look at where Kitty's eyes are and where her feet are. Oh, chuck that one. Keep it all on the ground so it gets to Kitty. There we go.
Okay, on roll.
Cannot see her feet. Elephants have a blind spot underneath their chin. Now, if Kitty cannot see her feet, what sense must she be using to be able to do that softball? Sound, I heard it out there. Sense of hearing. Now, the elephants make all sorts of noises, but there is one noise in particular. It's not that one. It's a deep, low, kind of sounds like a big old whistle. Becky's actually done it quite a bit since being under the played out. She does it again. But that's one of the main ways that elephants communicate with each other. Through infrasound. They can sense those vibrations. And they can use that same set of skills to sense when a soccer ball is coming straight for them. And you know what? You're pretty darn accurate. Very nicely done. I need 2 volunteers. Raise your hands nice and I need 2 volunteers. I'm going to get you up here in front and you, buddy. You, bud, right up here. One of you can head right on up to Joanne. The other one can head right on up. How we doing, guys? Good? Yeah? Okay. I need you to take those hoops, place it over into the ready position. There we go, there we go. You guys are going to inspire our elephants and show them how to do it. I'm ready for this. Are you guys got this? Now, on your marks. Get set. Will you keep on going? That was pretty good. It's been a long time. I mean, just kind of dust off the cobwebs a little bit. There you go.
What?
Did you know you could do that?
Yeah,
you do. Parents, invest in some private coaching. This could be a career, resume as he gets older. Well, since we have two professional hula hoopers on such a land, I'm going to spice things up a little bit. I'm going to bump up the challenge. I want you guys to do a trick this time. So as you're hula hooping, maybe stand on one leg, walk around in a circle, do a backflip, whatever floats your boat. We're going to try, your face isn't as confident as it was. Let's decide. Let your creative mind blossom. So on your marks, get set, hula. Come on, show me the tricks. Oh my goodness. So we started. You did the one.
I went easy with it.
You went easy with it. You gotta keep us. You don't want to show off too much. Keeping us feeling good. You're still very impressive. You had that nice balance. You kept it going. And over here, he took yours to the next level. He stood on one leg and then he jumped at the same time. You didn't see that? Do it again.
I want to see it again.
Put the
Yes.
pressure on you now. It went on quite longer than that, but that's still pretty impressive. I mean, I could barely hula hoop with my 2 feet on the ground.
That was great.
I think we've given these ladies plenty of inspiration. You're doing a little bit on your arm there, I see.
Very nice.
I think we ought to let them give them a try. So you guys can take those suits, you're going to toss it underneath your elephant's trunks. Straight up, putting it right under. Perfect. There we go. You two can go ahead and take your seats now. Now throwing it in to reverse, you show off. Look at that go. Kitty.
Ahí va a brincar también, ¿no?
Crossing her legs. Now I know I have 2 professional hula hoopers up here, but maybe the rest of you can relate to the fact that hula hooping is not the easiest thing in the world. If we know what it's supposed to look like. The elephants have no idea what hula hooping even is. Yet they still manage to. This is just another mark of their intelligence. Exercises like that. Let's the elephants think a little bit more outside the box. We are getting ready with another elephant art project with Miss Becky. What was the most important thing we learned to do before you start any elephant artwork project? Wash your trunk, exactly. We saw how important that was for Becky earlier in the experience. She's since had a bath, so hopefully we won't be too messy there. But you know what? Anything that is left over on that trunk, we're just going to call that authenticity. A little splash of Becky. A little splash. Now starting us off, Becky is going to choose her first color. She is going to start us off with a very bold yellow right there in the center of that t-shirt. Now take a look how Becky chooses this next color. You see how she's smelling and feeling for that brush? An elephant's eyesight isn't the weakest sense. They're primarily using their sense of smell, touch, and hearing to navigate through the world, which in my opinion just makes their artwork that much more impressive. Now she added very complimentary green to that yellow. And to top it all off, she's really going to focus on finding that color. She is going to bring it all together with a little bit of red and orange combination there. That is beautiful. I see a macaw in the forest in that one. It's a little abstract, but it's there. Now, I guess I did forget to mention that Becky, she's known to be a little bit of an artistic genius. Clearly, she has demonstrated that for you today. This is a fabulous photo opportunity of the artiste and her masterpiece. Give it up for Becky once more. Okay, everybody, up next we are going to be bringing all three of our elephants underneath the pavilion for you and your family are going to be able to take all three elephants. As you come up in your family group, you can hand in your phone and cameras and we will take those pictures for you. Now, if you did happen to put any elephant prior to these experience, we have brought that back down. Thank you all. Here you go. Choose the elephant.
¿Cuál quiere?
You guys can go ahead and give them a big hug around their trunks. Okay, everyone give me a big smile over here.
And y'all are welcome to put anything on the table.
I'll go ahead and take that.
Oh, thank you. Oh.
Give me a big smile.
Ahí me sacando la pila. ¿Te gusta tiempo? A ver. Mira. 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 Oye, dime. Mira, parece que están pasando diferente, ¿no? Ladito. A ver. Ahí le digo. Ahí va. Toma, dame. Ah. Papá le otra vez para que salga con las trompas.
There you guys go. Si les pueden dar un grande brazo. There you go. Now just give me a big smile.
Oh, mira. Oh. Oh, mira cómo comen. Oh, frutas.
Treat time is a great way to thank the elephants for doing such a fantastic job. And the first thing that you will notice is the elephants, they really waste no time when it comes to eating their favorite activities. You'll also notice that the elephants, they all have their own preferences and favorites. They do eat their food a little bit differently from one another. You can see now Becky, she's picking through, looks like she's going after those bananas, eating them one at a time. Rosie, she bit that corn in half, straight in two. Even though it drops on the floor, she's going to use that trunk to pick it up and eat it too. And Kitty's dropped a carrot here, but she's going to pick that up as well. You'll also notice that elephants, they're very thorough when it comes to treatment, so they don't like to leave anything behind. And all those muscles that we talked about in their trunk earlier today, this is a great chance to
mira cómo se come toda la casa, mira. Es la más comelona. Mira. Ay, vamos, mira. Ay, está agarrando muchas. Mira. Ay, muchas. ¿Ya viste? ¿Todas las carros?
Rosie, she's got 3 carrots in her trunk. She's gonna eat all of them.
Y carros. Ahí estamos, así. Con cáscara. Hoy ni la mastica, ¿no? ¿Más se lo come o qué? Mira.
She's separating those bananas as she eats them. So she's separating them from one another.
Le falta una,
at a time.
Vamos, le falta una. ¿Que sigue, no o qué?
Intermittently, she's also gonna finish those banana pieces. Kitty, it seems like she's taking a little bit of a break before she commits to the
Sí, le falta una. Ahí está. Ah, ya la agarró. Ahí está.
She's finding that last carrot. She's eating that, but she's got her bananas and her corn off of
Ah, mira, está partiendo.
that dirt there.
¿Quiere que lo dé más o qué? Ay, mira. Ah. Uy, no sé si lo sacó, la abrió. Sí, ¿no? Ay, la quiere disfrutar más, ¿no? La última.
She's still gonna eat all of it. Still very thorough. Kitty now, she is finishing off those couple pieces of banana. She's eating she stuck 3 in there. That's not a word. She put 3 bananas in there, but she took 2 out. She's also taking
Hoy lo deja limpio.
very savory that banana. Now Rosie seems like she's finished with those treats playing in the dirt zone. And now Becky, she's our last elephant who's got treats. She's got those bananas and that corn. You know what? She better hurry because Rosie, she's got that.
Ay, le quiere quitar la comida.
She's making her way over here.
Ay, lo quiere quitar. Mira, mira, no se pelean. Ay, malvada. ¿Y no se enojan? No se pelean.
Quite the reputation of eating off of her neighbor's dishes. You know what? Clearly, she's not ashamed of this lifestyle. She's very open about it. Even Becky knows she's kind of moved onto this way in her own personal space. She tried to grab as much as she could, but she had to sacrifice that corn. Rosie was able to snag that with her trunk. But Becky, she's holding on to that banana.
Ay, la
She's
está paseando.
let that go. She knows that once it hits the ground, it's fair game for Rosie.
Hey.
She's over here now, holding on to it.
Oye.
Rosie, she's still sticking by.
Ahí está pintando la raya.
Very determined that if any little piece of food were to fall out, she would snack it with her trunk.
Hijo de qué. ¿Cómo se queda?
And double check her plate, make sure
Sí.
there's nothing left over. Well, Becky,
Ahí se quedan.
seems like she's almost kind of mashing that banana before she leaves it there. And now, see, Rosie, she's sticking out that trunk. She's smelling, she's observing everything that's going on here.
Ahí.
Making sure that there's no other trees.
Ah, le está dando.
Even sticking
Ay,
it where it doesn't belong.
le está dando.
No personal boundaries here.
Ay, mira, le está poniendo en la boca.
Really,
Ay, ahora quiere
take
sacarlo.
her work as Becky finishes those trees.
Ah,
But with that,
me estoy dando como.
take care of the dishes as well. You know,
Ay.
elephants that clean up after
Ah, era y
really
limpia.
doesn't get
Ah,
much better. You can't ask them to do anything more for you. And with that, the elephants
más elegante que. Ay, que bye. Bye. Bye.
you can really see their
Bye.
personality shine through their waves. Take a look at Kitty. She has such a tiny little way for being such a big girl, very elegant. And now with that, we're not quite finished yet. If
A ver la colita, mira la colita.
Adrian gave you a challenge
Ahí se la.
before we
Mira,
start
mira,
to
mira.
tell
Ah,
these
mira.
elephants apart by their
Pesca la
names.
colita.
I'm going to test you on your knowledge, so hopefully you guys have studied. I want everyone to tell me which elephant is leading the line. That is Kitty. What about in the middle?
Becky.
Rosie, which means last but not least, Becky. Very nicely done, everybody.
Y nos vemos en el
Now,
próximo
before
video.
we started this experience, you may have had no idea who these elephants were, let alone their names, but now you know them very well. And we hope you're all going home with a greater appreciation for elephants as a species. Thank you all so much for coming out today. We really enjoyed having you. If you have any further questions, feel free to come on up here, ask one of us, and if not, enjoy the rest of your weekend. Get home safe, and once again, thank you.
Bravo, bravo. Mira las cositas. Todo lo que han pintado. Así, a lo mejor lo pintan así. Mira, mira, esos son los que han hecho, ¿no? A lo mejor, mira. Esos se ven así los diferentes. Mira. Y la rompita.
Ahí está ya que hizo como hoy.
¿Cuál? ¿Dónde está?
Aquí.
¿Cuál es? A ver, así, mira. Ah, mira. A ver, voltea para que se vea. Oh. Mira aquí, mira, eso es la pinza. Es muy inteligente y todo padre. Mira, ahí hay más cosas. ¿Dónde está el elefantito? ¿Este es en serio? Hay pequeños también, ¿no? Son chiquitos, este está muy grande.
Este me gusta.
Pero está muy grande. ¿Cuánto cuesta?
No sé. I want to stay here.
20.
¿Y este de bolita? 30. Este de bolita 30.
Un elefantito.
Yo quiero este.
Mira, mira. Ah, ¿qué hay ahí? ¿Qué hay ahí? Sácalo, sácalo. ¿Y qué tal, Camila? ¿Te gustó o no te gustó?
Sí.
¿Qué fue lo que más te gustó de los elefantes?
Ellos pintar, ¿cómo se dice? Camisetas.
¿Te gustaron qué?
Que estaban pintando.
Estaban pintando y luego te gustaron también que están jugando fútbol y hacen muchas cosas padres. Les digo, cuestan como $120 más o menos por persona, está un poquito caro, pero pues vale la pena perder una vez ahí, vivir la experiencia. ¿Verdad, Camila? ¿Te gustó ahí? Pues está padre con los elefantes, los puedes tocar. Hace mucho que no veíamos elefantes tan cerquita. Y bueno, recuerden ahí, síganos en las Garza Aventuras, denle like, denle compartir para seguir haciendo contenido. Y nos vemos en el próximo. Bye.